up, guys? Welcome to Bear G315 with your host Bear, and we're going to be taking a look into Rome Total War 2. So this is actually like one of many different retakes that I've done. I've had to lower the quality of the video on the game just so that it doesn't cut out while we play throughout the game, so it doesn't so the video doesn't cut out. Jeez, let me talk today. So if you like a good strategy game, if you like a game to where you can control the whole army, the economics and the governmental powers, and divide out and conquer throughout the game and actually play through the battles and control the armies, then I highly recommend this game for you. With myself having well over 200 hours of gameplay on this, over a well period of time, I promise. Definitely recommend the game. I like it. I totally like it. I was heavy on the first Rome Total War that came out. This one's going to be Rome Total War 2. One really good difference on this is that you actually get to do the naval battles on Rome Total War 2, and you actually get to control those. Those are pretty fun. Anyway, so without further ado, hey, I made a video already previously on the YouTube channel page. Going through trying to explain some tactical ideas, techniques that should help you out. The sound quality on that video was by far terrible, and I apologize for that. So hopefully this one will be better. I'm hoping that the graphics quality doesn't cut out on the video on this one. I'm really hoping it comes through. So anyway, guys, my suggestion is to actually learn your units, learn their weaknesses and their strengths, what their role is, what their purpose is. That way, as a whole, your army, you know where to place your units, and you have a better outcome in the long run. Knowing where to place your units is key, and how to set up your units and better prepare yourself. Guys, when you play through the campaign and you go through on a battle, it gives you the option for the computer to automatically give you an outcome of the battle instead of you having to take the time and play through. Do not use the automatic outcome. Do not let the computer decide for you. Take the time, play the battle yourself, learn your units, know where to place them, set up, and play the battle yourself every single time, guys. It'll help you in the long run. Going through and letting the computer automatically do it, you'll lose the majority of your battles, and win or lose the battles with the automatic outcome, you'll lose way more men than what was ever necessary. If you would have just done it yourself, you would have probably lost less men. So we'll go ahead, we'll do a quick walkthrough on this. I did on that other video, there's probably going to be further information on that one than there was going to be on this video. So if you want to check back on that one and try and listen to some of the stuff that's on there, feel free. Over here to the left, we do have the enemy units. They do have the high ground, which is a disadvantage to us, but it's not much of a slant, so we should be good, really. It's not that major outcome of this steeper high ground scenario. So, and we're defending anyway, so we're not attacking them, so they'll actually have to come downhill towards us, although ideally you'd rather enjoy to have the high ground on that note. Guys, so in the center here I have the Eagle cohort. Like in the movies, you'll see they're the unit that'll have the Golden Eagle. A bunch of war dogs there. There we go. And off to the flanks of them, out on the front line, I have the Praetorian Guard, which is the best fighting unit that I have, that you can get for the Roman army. I got 2 here on the side and another 2 here on each side of them. And off to the far flanks, I have 2 of the armored legionaries. And then behind them, I have the Hastati. There's one of the lower fighting classes that you can have. I do have an armored legionary here, and these units are going to be more so to back up the units here on the front line. Off on the flanks, I have the Town Watch, the Vigiles. They're going to be placed here. They're a spear infantry group, so you can see that's the diamond shape on their flag, so they're a low-class fighting unit. Behind them, I have the TRI. They are a very unique, one of the best fighting spear units there. Their main role is they're very good against cavalry units, so I have them placed on the flanks. The enemy unit that I am fighting, they do have cavalry units, so in case they try to come around and flank us, I do have them there to deter them. They're very well off against cavalry units. I highly recommend. In the center, I do have the war dogs. I don't usually use them, but just for the purposes of the video to kind of show you them. They're a very good annoyance with your troops. That does mess with their morale some. Behind them in this line, I do have the archers. Behind that, different siege type equipment. Of course, in the center here, I have the Scorpion. That's more so against infantry, really. I don't ever really use them, but they do work. They are pretty good. Behind them, it's all these different size siege equipment, guys. I don't necessarily use them against infantry type armies. I'd use them more so against the cities or structures or whatever the case. But to go purposely up against an army and to have them, I'd rather have more infantry than anything. But for this scenario, I guess you could say this army was on its march towards the city, and say you get attacked on the way. You have them, so yes, you might as well use them. You have the Roman onager, and then the heavy onager, the giant ballista, and then you just have your Roman ballista. They have different shots available. They have the standard shot, the flame shot, and explosive shot. Going against infantry, I'm going more so for accuracy, so I'm going to actually be using the standard round. Now, you can use the flaming and explosive shot. Whenever you do that, it's going to be the accuracy is not the best, but it will definitely mess with the morale and mindset of the enemy units. To see an explosive round or a flaming round come at them, that would definitely make me think there for a minute. And off here we have our general. You don't want to send him into battle way too soon. If you do, you run the risk of actually losing your general. And if he dies, the morale of all your men, they'll start to lose heart. Everything will go down, and they'll surrender a whole lot sooner than what you want. So kind of keep him in the back and just wait a while on him. Also, he's got these two abilities down here that help boost morale on your men. So you can select one and select a group. If their flag is flashing white, then they're starting to lose heart and they might end up retreating. So you can actually select one of these and select that unit, and it'll boost their morale and they'll keep fighting on. Off to the side here, got the cavalry units. I don't really like to place them way out to the side flanks, just because it kind of shows your hand as far as that unit. I mean, if you're wanting to purposely throw them here, then have them run the complete opposite direction, it'll during the heat of battle, it'll definitely mess with the computer or with your opponent. So I kind of keep them center based. Don't know exactly where I'll end up sending them, but I do have another 2 cavalry units. You know, use the landscape to your ability, guys. Use it wisely. So I got 2 of them hidden here in the trees. That's what the icon means, where they can't see the unit. So during the heat of battle, I'll actually use them to flank around and get the enemy. Over here, let's see if I can pronounce this again. I do have certain defense equipment set up. These are the Sudus Caltrops. Anyway, it's just, you know, one of these big wooden star looking things. Very good deterrent against cavalry units if they try to come charging in on our flanking side. Here in the center, we have the sharp rock bedstones. It slows down the enemy's march as they're trying to cut through here. It'll slow them down a little bit, and I actually have it set up in range for our archers. You see everything in that red line right here is as far as where the archers can actually reach. So they're definitely in the kill zone. In the center here, I have the spike traps. Spike traps are going to be more so like what the Viet Cong used in Vietnam War, with the punji sticks, with the sharpened bamboo sticks or sticks in general, in a hole in the ground and covered up. You walk over it, you fall in, and you have a very bad outcome. So those are placed here in the center. Over here on the left flank, we have a barricade wall set up along with stakes. Very good, used against their cavalry units. Got some placed up here, and I got some back here as well. So try to protect our flank some. And if you don't always have this, hey, that's fine. This main setup that I already have, just with the infantry, it'll work just the same. You're not always going to be able to have these options, but if you do, hey, use them. Use them to your advantage. Let's see. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Definitely hoping that graphics quality stays very well. Okay, as they get closer, yeah, see that disappears. They see our army. The generals, they'll give a speech at the very get-go. As you see, their units are marching. They're shifting over. That's fine. Don't freak out. Don't think you gotta move your army. It's been known for the AI to actually shift their troops in different formats, angles, or whatever. It's to confuse you, really, and it's to confuse your men. Don't lose heart. Just stay still. Wait a minute. Figure out where they're going. I've had one battle where they were up pretty close, and they were shifting like crazy continuously, even as they marched into my line. Just wait. And so for here, we'll wait. We'll see what they're doing. Once they get fairly close, we'll see if we need to pivot our line, if we need to. Hopefully not. Let's just see what they do. Let's actually fast forward. Move it a whole lot quicker. Okay, they're set up. Okay, they're coming straight. And it seems like our ballistas are firing. It's awesome. Great. Okay, let's take a look. Kind of see from their perspective of stoning consequences. Here they come. Oof. And I think as they get closer, the accuracy tends to be a whole lot better. Like I said, they're more used against structures and not infantry units, but when they do strike the infantry, they do tend to, it does tend to be a bowling alley. Alright, let's fast forward and see what they're going to be doing. Alright, you see, kind of see how they're coming at us at an angle. It's not too bad of an angle. I think we'll be fine. I mean, obviously, if they stayed at that angle and fought our units, these few here, and kept a straight angle where we're just exchanging spears, could have an issue, but since we're on the defense, they should be just coming at us completely, so we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna be trying over. Okay, see how they picked up pace? They're sprinting now, and see how they shifted there on the left side. All right, we'll go ahead and pause. And we can take a look at see what they got. They got spears, infantry here, and then along with the cavalry unit, and then of course they got their swordsman infantry there. So what we'll actually do is go ahead and fill up this gap with their town watch. Try to get it best I can here. There we go. Alright, we'll take a look and see what that does. We actually want these guys to run, so we'll click play, we'll deselect the run button, reselect to make sure that they are running for sure. Oh yeah. Okay, you see how there's that gap? We'll fix that. Almost there. Right there. Perfect. Same thing here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Advance at speed! At the double!
Alright, there we go. Now they're fighting through. I'll get him out of the way. Okay. So they are definitely hitting us pretty heavy here on the left side. They're breaking through the barricade and the spikes here on this side. As you can see, some of the horsemen are dead. I really don't think the spikes do anything against their infantry units, which is disappointing. They broke through the barricade here, so we got our guys all lined up on our flank. We're good, we're covered. They got some more spearmen coming. Spearmen coming here, let's see, cavalry units, along with their swordsmen, and then we got spear infantry breaking through the barricade that way. And they're hitting us pretty good. Definitely balled up over here on the right flank. They have their archery and spearmen, not so much just spear. I don't know how you want to put it. Let's see. Missile infantry. We'll do that. Missiles. That's where they're throwing their spears. Along with their cavalry units and, or not cavalry units, the, what do you want to call it? That's all it labels them as, is missile infantry and light missile infantry. You got the guys with the slingshots, and then you got the guys with the throwing the spears, like these guys right here. Oh yeah, there's a good picture for you. And then of course you got these guys. I don't know why they got their swords out. I don't know what they're chunking. Maybe they already chunked everything. Alright, so we already got two of their units flashing white. Their morale's pretty low. They're really thinned out here in the center. With the siege equipment and everything, taking them out back here. Dwindling their numbers all the way up to here, and them going over these spike traps. It really thinned out their numbers in the center, which is good. If it gets super thin in the center, then what you can actually do is split your line, your front line, when it's safe to do so, and you'll split them into a horseshoe, into two horseshoes, and you'll flank around them completely if possible. We'll see if we can do it. So these guys are here. What I'm actually going to do is see how they're starting to flank like that. And I'll actually set up these guys like this. And I'll go ahead and order these guys forward. I'm going to order these guys forward. I'm going to go ahead and have our guys here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have them back them up. Cavalry units, let's go ahead and send you guys out. We want to go around our spike traps because your own stuff can kill your units, sadly enough. Let's play. Alright, when these guys get set up, I'm actually going to order them to flank these guys. Go on, go, 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 go. There you go, just like that. And yes, we're definitely gonna go Sid and send our cavalry units there. These guys are gonna be trying to get our infantry guys just because they're the spearmen and they're really good against that. Hopefully they don't come around. If they start coming around though, I'm gonna have to send these guys down. So we're gonna try and use them to flank. Let's go ahead and get our other cavalry units over. Let's take
ready.
out.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Ooh, they ran their general in there.
General!
Spear infantry at your command.
General! Orders understood.
Brave Romans to a man.
Let's go get him.
Ready.
The men are wavering.
Up and once. Ready and waiting. Hold Romans all. Melee troops awaiting orders. Praetorian cavalry. We await your command. Romans ready for duty. Brave Romans to a man. Charge! Orders.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I bet they have.
Praetorian guard. Jupiter gives us strength. Spear infantry at your command. Triarii.
General!
Charge! Legionaries!
The battle is turning in our favor. Our general is under attack.
I really don't know if I sent him in way too early. Hopefully not. Let's send our cavalry units this way. Come on, guys.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
At your service. Ready! I charge! Orders! Melee troops awaiting orders. We are at your command! Proud Romans all! We await your command. Romans ready for duty. Praetorian cavalry!
Come on, guys.
Praetorian guard! Legionaries! Melee infantry at your command. Hold Romans all!
This one's a little bit messier than last.
Triarii! For glory! Advance! Ready! Forward!
Ready and waiting.
Spearmen at the ready! Legionaries! Melee troops awaiting Praetorian guard! Sons of Mars!
Let's go.
Praetorian cavalry! Advance! Engage!
Just keep it up.
Triarii! Legionaries! For glory!
Ooh, our war dogs. I completely forgot about them. Oops. Who's retreating? Send them after them. Go, go, go. Go get him, boy. Alright. Awesome. Victory's ours. Enemies in full retreat. However, the enemy's still on the battlefield. So you can actually continue the battle. Which, if you have cavalry units, I highly recommend that you go ahead and pursue the battle. In which case you send your cavalry units after these guys. You can continue the battle till you destroy the enemy completely that's on the battlefield, or until they completely retreat off the map, the battle map. Which there's red lines actually outposted like you see right here. That's the edge of the map, or the battle map. Why I continue the battle if I have the cavalry units is because you can either go ahead and wipe out as many as possible and not have to worry about fighting them later, or if they're attacking us and then we win, we end the battle now, if there's still enough troops left in some of those units, then you'll actually still have a standing army and we'll have to engage them at a later time. So if we can deplete most of those units of their men, then there's a higher chance that there really won't be a standing army, or there won't be as a big enough standing army there, and just be like 1, 2, 3 units only. So I pursue, but just for the sake of the video, let's go ahead and end the battle. We'll end battle here, and we'll take a look. So as I was saying, like here on the left side, you can see our units. Everything that's highlighted green, that means that we have a majority of our troops. The red down here on the bottom left, you can see that there's very high casualties of our units there. Yellow is mild, still missing quite a bit here and there, but still green. On the enemy side, something, it looks like some of them don't even have a health bar, and then some of them are low red, and then you have a few yellow, which is good. So they possibly might only have 2 or 3 units, maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's possible they might have 6 units left out of all of them. There still might be a standing army. I know in the first Rome Total War, it's been a while since I've actually played the campaign for the second one. On the first one, if they attack and their general dies and they retreat back, then it automatically gives them a new general, and I think it might do it on this one. I'm not too positive. If it doesn't, I want to say it doesn't. Because I'm just now remembering back to one instance. I don't think it does. They may have changed that. Anyway, the standing army that's let alone left, if there still is a standing army, it won't be as big and it won't be so difficult to deal with. But hopefully, if you would continue the battle, hopefully we could have dwindled the numbers to where there's hardly anything left, and then you don't have to worry about messing with them again. As you can see, we deployed 3,000 men, and we lost only 451, and our kill streak was 1890. They deployed 2,700, they lost 1930, and they only killed 429. So on both sides, the difference that's in there from the ones that actually died and the ones that they actually lost, it's the ones that retreated that went MIA. They fled and not coming back. So like I say, in the long run, if you take the time to actually learn your units, know their strengths, their weaknesses, what their role is, and where to strategically place your units to help you as a whole, you'll be better off, and taking the time to actually play it and not let the computer automatically do the outcome for you. Take the time, play the battle, use these tips to help you out. And like I say, a majority of the battles you're actually going to win. If not all, then a majority you will. And you won't lose as many men, which is unnecessary to do, because in the long run, you lose a lot of your men, you're going to be left in a bind, and it could bite you in the butt in the long run, because you go ahead and use the money to rebuild the army, or do you use the money to build key buildings in your infrastructure, in your cities, to assist you along the way? So like I said, it's you got to make up your decisions wisely, use your armies wisely. In the long run, you'll be better off. Now, one thing, as you see in the beginning of the video, I did have just a whole army of cavalry units, and actually in the campaign, that is something I'll do once I'm get going and have a good spread out as far as what I've conquered, and I got a good headstrong army going and good defenses going and everything's just right. If I have the money available, I'll actually go ahead and I will build up an army, maybe 1 or just 2 armies where all the units completely are nothing but cavalry units, and they can actually travel further than your infantry units. So if it's nothing but cavalry units, they can get somewhere a whole lot quicker, sending them on the move. And I'll usually deal with use my cavalry units against smaller armies that are, trying to get somewhere to back up another army. Or if I have a city that's being sieged and I need to, they got troops coming to help back them up, then I'll send that cavalry unit out there with their backup and wipe them off to better help me. So that's one tactic, one thing you can try if you want to. I had a lot of fun with it. But anyway, guys, like I say, I really hope this helps y'all out. I really hope this video is better than the previous video, especially with the audio. I'm sure that it is. I'm just really hoping once I finish this recording that the graphics quality is still good. So anyway, guys, if y'all want to look at something as far as like campaign play, or maybe once a week I'll do an hour or something, and we can do that if y'all want. If there's somebody interested, then let me know. If someone's actually interested in playing online or something, you can hit me up if you want. I usually use Steam under the same name, BearJew315. Guys, and y'all can also check out on Twitch and TikTok as well. Without further ado, guys, y'all got any questions, comments, whatever, let me know down below, and I'll catch you guys later. Y'all have a great day. Shalom.